from PRX.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and friends beyond the binary, it's time for the podcaster who considers mental lip disc cough drops a business expense. It's time for Sleep With Me, the podcast that puts you to sleep. All right, everybody, it's time to talk about tonight's sponsor, Helix. And oh boy, am I excited, because my Helix is on its way. I took the Helix quiz after I moved. You know, some of my sleeping preferences changed. So I took the quiz. I got matched with the perfect mattress for me and how I sleep, how I like to sleep cool and my needs. You know, but what about you? The winter season is on us, and with it being cooler, are you going to spend more time indoors, relaxing with family, playing games, watching TV? Maybe even if you have a coldy cold, you know, you're really going to want a comfortable mattress then. So it's the perfect time to invest in a new mattress. Helix has you covered, because we all have different ways we like our mattresses to feel. We all have different sleep positions, you know, different levels of firmness we like. So here's the thing. Take that Helix quiz, helixsleep.com/sleep, because Helix is going to match you with the perfect mattress based on your personal preferences and sleep needs. It makes buying a mattress so easy. And like I said, you know, I like to sleep cooler. I sleep on my side. I sleep on my stomach. But I've developed a fondness for firmer mattresses now. So I was looking for something like that, and the Helix quiz worked it all out for me. I'm just waiting. Every day I hear the doorbell. I'm like, is that my new Helix? So you could be sleeping in a new Helix while I'm sleeping in a new Helix. We'll have one more thing in common. And no matter what this colder season brings, we know we'll both be comfortable. But the best part is Helix always has a deal for our listeners. So go to helixsleep.com/sleep for 20% off site-wide during their extended Cyber Monday sale. That's helixsleep.com/sleep for their extended Cyber Monday offer. 20% off site-wide. Make sure you enter our show name after checkout so they know we sent you. helixsleep.com/sleep. Thanks, everybody. Everybody, Scoots here, and you know, when I wake up in the morning, I try to take some downtime, some quiet time before I get my day started. But as soon as that quiet time's over, my brain's bouncing around. What all the things I got to do? I'm forgetting the things I got to do. I'm jumping from one thing to the other. I try to drink some coffee to boost my focus, but it ends up making me jittery. And while I have a couple tools at work, you know, meditation, pausing, it can be a struggle. And I do have a lot to accomplish every day. So I'm always on the lookout. What else can help me focus, get things done, but that doesn't have a downside? And that's what I love about our new sponsor. It solves some of those problems. And I'm talking about Everyday Dose, which is coffee plus benefits. Everyday Dose combines high-quality coffee with powerful ingredients like lion's mane and chaga, collagen protein, and nootropics to fuel your brain, boost focus, and give you clean, sustained energy all day long. And it's delicious. It tastes just like coffee, but there's no downsides. There's no crash, no jitters, just clean, sustained energy. And then I can get to focusing on what's important, putting you to sleep, right? So if you get those coffee jitters, if you wake up and you say, man, I wish there was something to help me focus on what's important, that tastes good, well, you got to check out Everyday Dose. Right now, get 61% off your first Coffee Plus starter kit, free Peppermint Mocha Creamer Plus for the holidays, and over $100 in free gifts. Plus, enter for a chance to win $100 cash or get your entire order refunded. Visit everydaydose.com/sleep or use sleep at checkout. Thanks, everybody. Hey, everybody, this is Scoots. If you want to give or really get the gift of Sleep With Me Plus in 3-month, 6-month, or 12-month increments, like if someone wants, you say, what's the perfect gift for a Sleep With Me listener? Sleep With Me Plus. Whether you're giving it to yourself, you're giving it to someone else, or someone's giving it to you, you could save 20% off whichever package you buy. That's, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, any level. 20% off. Hint, hint, hint. You could get 20% off a full year if you give yourself the gift of Sleep With Me Plus, or someone else gives it to you. And you could do that at sleepwithmepodcast.com/gift, sleepwithmepodcast.com/gift. That's sleepwithmepodcast.com/gift. Thanks, everybody. Oh, Mystery Bard. A lot of people help out on the show. Who are they?
Chris Posty Poster Son sounds like a near fall. Wrote the theme song. Edits episodes too. Carl W. the Legend. Also edits episodes. Ashley, Kenny, Scotty, Jennifer. Runner. Eric and the team at Astound are on the website. I am the Mystery Bard. I do the lullabies, yeah. I do commissions at jonathanmann.net. I'll write a song for you. Any reason at all. You can tell me the story and I'll make it personal. You see the kindness shine straight on through when the listeners form their own Facebook group. Keith, Stacy, Sarah, Julie, and Jennifer. These are your moderators. Get support dear Scooter on Patreon. Buy the merch and support the sponsors. You can find anything you want at sleepwithmepodcast.com. And we're so proud that we could dance. Rusty Biscuit, Lois, Anna like banana. Leah does the transcripts.
All right, hey everybody, during this holiday season, you should gift yourself the gift of sleep phones with Sleep With Me branded sleep phones. We got a few different ones, and you could get those at sleepwithmepodcast.com/sleep-phones. That's the only place you could get the Sleep With Me versions of sleep phones. Sleepwithmepodcast.com/sleep-phones, and use the promo code SleepWithMe at checkout to get a discount. That's sleepwithmepodcast.com/sleep-phones, and use Sleep With Me at checkout. Thanks, everybody. What do you say we get on with the show? Hey, you up all night tossing, turning, mind racing, trouble with getting to sleep, trouble staying asleep? Well, welcome. This is Sleep With Me, the podcast that puts you to sleep. We do it a bedtime story. All you need to do is get in bed, turn out the lights, and press play. I'm going to try to do the rest. What I'm going to attempt to do is create a safe place where you can set aside whatever's keeping you awake, whether it's thoughts, feelings, intense stuff, whatever's keeping you awake, physical, emotional, mental. I don't know why that has such a, stuff in your mind, overthinking stuff. That's what I'm good at. That's one of the things I'm good at. How come they don't have, a competitive overthinking? Let's go back to that, because it's like, hey, they had that whole thing with, who was that, Joey Chestnut and Kobayashi. Let's go back to that. We'll come back to that. So if you're new, welcome. I'm glad you're here. This is create a safe place. And I'm going to send my voice across the deep, dark night to try to make you feel welcome, to try to earn your trust, to try to make you, in an attempt that you can be at ease here. You can say, whoo, 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 whoo. Or you just say, whew, I don't know how, what the most soothing, a comfort sigh is, but you can make that. Your shoulders could go down a little bit. I'm going to use a lot of meanders, pointless, mix-ups where I say, I got to get back to that competitive thinking thing. No, Scoot's not, overthinking. That's different. You're right. Competitive thinking, I think that's the Ivy League, right? Boom. It's not really a joke, though. It's true in a positive way. I'm already over, there you go. That's my competitive overthinking about thinking. Competitive thinking, overthunk. Anyway, if you're new here, I'm going to go on tangents. I have creaky dulcet tones. But here's what to expect. The show structurally starts with 6 minutes of business. Because it's a sleep podcast, we do that up front, and, I'm trying to keep all our archives free, and the way we do that is through the support of the patrons and the sponsors. So we do that up front. Thanks for your patience, and thanks for participating. And then there's an intro. The intros are somewhere around 12 minutes. Sometimes they're 9, sometimes they're 14, sometimes they're 13, sometimes they're 16, sometimes they're 10. Also, those are just estimates. A lot of them. And the intro is kind of, it is a podcast within a podcast, but it's also a structural part of the podcast. I don't think there's a very clear way of, this is an overthinker's way of explaining it, but If some people use it so their pets know to get in bed. Some people use it while they're prepping for bed. Some people fall asleep during it. Some people skip it. The timestamp is in the show notes. But it's kind of a mood-setting thing for listeners. For me, it's a Sisyphean attempt to explain what the podcast is so far. Though one day I'll really get it down if I can just think just enough about this in my spare time. You say, what's your hobby? Well, I'm actually, can a hobby be competitive? Because I'm a competitive overthinker. But I got to get back to the podcast intro before I go on that tangent. So that's the intro. Then tonight we'll have our holiday soap opera, As the North Pole Turns, I think it's called. I don't even know. I like that one, though. How much does the North Pole turn? It probably turns a lot less. Or does it turn more because it's on the top? You know, does it rotate? Like, I guess it depends on how you define rotation, right? Or is it still take 365 days? I'm not I guess I got to get a globe and somebody explain that to me. I've been reading a lot of Pratchett, so I know that's a flat Earth. That's a flat disk theory. Anyway, so. Oh, yeah, so then we'll do about 45 minutes of soap opera with only the mellow, no drama in that, just the mellow, like a mellorama. That's what we're calling it, a soap opera full of mellorama. And then we'll have some thank yous. So here's the thing with the podcast. You don't really need to listen to it. You can kind of listen to it. You can passively listen to it. You can barely pay attention. You know, some people don't even understand what I'm saying, or they turn the volume down so low that it's just a mumble. Or, they play this, there's different animal shelters now that are playing the podcast, which is so touching to me because I love animals. And I would say for a normal podcast, they probably wouldn't know what they were talking about. For me, the animals kind of say, oh, boy, poor guy. Run of his litter. It's like these are the emails I get from. They say, "Woof, just logged on to this computer." But usually you have to it's not that clear because there's a lot of mistyping when you're doing it with pause. These are kind of emails I get. Snuck onto the computer, wanted to send you an email. Woof woof woof. But, then, they're coming back. Question, were you the runt of your litter? Question, Puffy or whatever. So, what was I talking about? Okay, so you don't really need to listen to me. That's what I was saying. Believe that? I'll be here. It's a podcast to put you to sleep, but it really is just a podcast to be here to keep you company while you fall asleep. So you're no pressure to listen and no pressure to fall asleep. I'll be here for an hour. Or close to it, to keep you company in the deep, dark night, to be your friend, your bore friend, your bore bae, your bore cuz, your bore bruh, your bore bud, to be your friend, really. I mean, in some digital sense, because I've been there. It sucks not being able to sleep. Had a perplexing one last night where I was doing some light worry dreaming, and then I couldn't, and then I said, what am I doing? I'm not even sleeping here, grinding my gears, and, then I woke up a little frustrated, and I said, man, how many, this, it stinks. And I really believe you deserve a good night's sleep. I want you to live I want you to have flourishes. I want you to be so flourishing that you feel comfortable with flourishes. Maybe you start dressing as the Monopoly person because you say, hey, I'm you're swinging your cane. Maybe you're doing some Grace Jean Kelly moves, singing in the rain. How about that? You see, I sleep so good from that podcast. I sing in the rain now. Caught a cold, but it was worth it because and they say, also, you can't catch a cold from singing in the rain. It's because it's such a glorious feeling. And when you're happy, they say it's good for your immune system. But the reason I make the show is because I've been there. Obviously, I joked about competitive overthinking, but I think I would be, I don't know who's the top on that, eating circuit, but, because the only one I ever, I can barely watch the one that's on. But I'm pretty sure, they go on streaks. For a while, it was Kobayashi. And then it's been Joey Chestnut on the 4th of July, which is like 6 months from now, 7 months from now. But, yeah, like if they had competitive, how come they don't have competitive overthinking? I think that's called, I think because they said, well, let me prescribe this for you. Or they say, hey, well, if you eat this, you'll feel better. I say, okay, great. So that'll fix that. I can't believe I'm laughing just at the, futility of it in some real human way. They say, well, yeah, that's not a competition we're interested in watching. They say, well, I'd rather watch people overuse resources than watch you because then you expend glucose and whatever the heck else is going on in your brain. Yours has got goop in it. And also it's the thing about show not tell. If you're competitive overthinking, you could monitor my facial body language. Okay, I guess you're right. It's not as interesting. One day, though, we'll live in a world where we're so distracted. Yeah, the most distracted among us will be the greatest. I think wasn't that a novel? The greatest entertainers in the world. Hopefully I'll be around for that. I guess it wouldn't be, they'd be like the most, empty victory, though, you see. I mean, maybe you, if you give it your all, though, if you really overthink, you're wiped out, so then you don't have to think for 2 or 3 days. This is coming from a person, I'm not kidding. I was, talking to my professional last night. This is even, I said, maybe that's a boundary I could just define with myself of just, okay, no more thinking, period, until I forget not to think. They said, let me draw this boundary. I mean, it's with my internal critic or stuff. We don't have to get too deep, but he said, why am I making myself miserable with this overthinking? And I said, okay, well, what if you just stop thinking? And they said, I said that, and they said, okay, well, what do you think of that? And I said, well, I'll probably forget. I could say it, and then 4 minutes later, I'll be my brain. And in some sense, that's kind of what the podcast does, but it's external. Maybe I need a robot sidekick that's like a parrot on my shoulder that just says, maybe just a parrot that says, squawk, stop thinking. That if you see me with a parrot on my shoulder, I'm not a pirate. That's going to be it. That's my solution there. But this podcast, it kind of offers you something else to listen to other than your thoughts, other than the physical sensations or feelings that you're dealing with, other than the pressure of stopping thinking or falling asleep. You could just kind of listen to me, and that other stuff might be going in the background too. But we'll kind of follow the tale. We'll check in the North Pole in the 1950s. We'll see what's going on. There'll be a lot of talking, probably some exposition, 2 characters talking about their feelings and indirectly talking about something that kind of say, what are they? I don't understand. And going on tangents and stuff. So I found that for some people who say, okay, yeah, this isn't too bad to listen to. This is kind of nice. Scoots is kind of goofy. I'm here to try to help. Now, this podcast doesn't work for everybody, but I really honestly hope it does help you. Because if you're there tossing and turning or dreading bedtime, I'd like to make that a less onerous thing. And I say this almost every intro because, I really appreciate you checking this show out. If this is your first time, give it a few tries. Most reviewers are skeptical, most listeners, because they, first of all, what the heck is this guy? He's a competitive overthinker. Yeah, I'm not a competitive I'm not an intellectual. I'm a person that focuses his intellect so inward to calculate unfathomable internal, I'm an overthinker. I'm a competitive overthinker. So I'm so overthought. I don't even know what number I am because I've got to think about it more. But yeah, I'm on the overthinker. I'm the overthinker circuit, which is just running in circles, circular logic. Sorry, I'm laughing so much. And it's sometimes you have to laugh because it's true. We're all humans. We're all doing the best we can. And it'd be great if this podcast could help you out, because I can't be there to tuck you in or to really make you smile, just barely smile in this case, and put you at ease, because I really work hard. I really yearn. I think you know why now, to help you fall asleep. Thanks for coming by. All right, everybody, it's time to talk about tonight's sponsor, Uncommon Goods. Uncommon Goods puts the joy back in giving. But yeah, the holidays are almost here, and if you still have names on your list, don't worry about it. Uncommon Goods will take that holiday stress away. They have thousands of one-of-a-kind gifts you can't find anywhere else. You'll discover presents that feel meaningful and personal, never rushed or last minute. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the U.S. Many are crafted by independent artists and small businesses, so every gift feels special and thoughtfully chosen. And you can just go on there. It's so easy. Like, I was thinking of my nephew and his love of musical theater, and then I was like, there's trivia, there's puzzles, there's books. But you could try that with any person in your life. Uncommon Goods has something for everyone, from moms and dads to kids and teens, from book lovers and sports fans to foodies, mixologists, and gardeners. You'll find unforgettable gifts that are anything but ordinary. When you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. Every purchase is a chance to choose something remarkable and feel good about where your money goes. They've donated more than $3.1 million to date. So don't wait. Make this holiday the year you give something truly unforgettable. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/sleep. That's uncommongoods.com/sleep for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary. All right, everybody, it's time to talk about tonight's sponsor, ZocDoc. And I'll just tell you right up front, you got to check out ZocDoc, because 2026 is going to be a new year for me, new insurance, new care providers, and I'm so glad I have an option like ZocDoc. You know, because this year is going to be one more year under my, the old experience belt, as they say, the life experience belt. And that means I want to have a good relationship with the doctor I could talk to and trust, whether it's about my sleep issues, issues around stress, or anything else. I just have a question. I say, hey, what about this? Or what about this thing? I want to be comfortable. I want to feel heard, and I also want to be able to get an appointment with a doctor who takes my insurance. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. You can filter for doctors who take your insurance, are located nearby, are a good fit for any medical need you might have, and are highly rated by verified patients. Once you find the right doctor, you can see their actual appointment openings, choose a time slot that works for you, and click to instantly book a visit. Appointments made through ZocDoc also happen fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. More often than not, you can even get same-day appointments. And like I said, I'm going to be using ZocDoc in 2026. It just gives me so much relief with my move, with getting new insurance. I know I've got an option that works. So you should check it out too. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/sleep to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/sleep. ZocDoc.com/sleep. Thanks, everybody. All right, hey everyone, Jack Frost here. Scooter gave it right over to me. Figured it'd be a smooth transition. And this is the second episode of As the North Pole Turns. It's an actual account of life at the North Pole in the 1950s. He's calling it a mellorama or a soap opera. But it covers some people's lives at the North Pole, particularly Rolfine, Fiona, Ginny Jingle. My notes, the Scooter wrote my notes, even though I should be good. I'm Jack Frost, filling you in. Also Donner and Blitzen and Reverend Molding, who we've met so far. And we know this much. Ginny seems to be the elf in charge at the North Pole. Fiona Fireside is a reporter for Elf News 1. Her partner, her wife, is Rolfine, who may be the lead of the reindeer teams in the North Pole. Donner and Blitzen, you may recall, they're not the most famous reindeers of all, but they're pretty darn famous. But Blitzen seems like Blitzen's been going through something we're not sure about. I don't know if it was a strained antler or what, but Blitzen's been out of duty. So there's a little, the mellorama level tension there. And then there's the mysterious Reverend Molding, who it seems to be a North Pole consultant from the plastics industry. I don't know if his name was once Benjamin. Maybe that's his first name. Hint, hint, joke. But he is there, I guess, we don't really know, representing the plastics industry maybe. And that's all we know, because all we're doing is peeking in for a little taste of the North Pole. As the North Pole turns, Jack Frost giving you, setting the table. That's my job, Scooter says, as the North Pole turns. Reverend Molding, it's Jack Frost. Reverend Molding, you're dreaming. You're tossing and turning. But you're in a dream, Reverend Molding. What are you seeing? It seems to be something that's got you, your limbs. Are you akimbo? Reverend Molding, this is Jack Frost asking you. What are you seeing? Do you even know you're in a dream, Reverend Molding? Oh, where am I? He says somewhere. Oh, I forgot I'm at the North Pole. The eternal night is here. And, why am I dressed in my pajamas? Put my robe on at least, and this cap's keeping me warm, but why am I outside? Why am I not even colder than what's coming towards me? Those reindeer. Hello, Reverend Molding here. I'm a bit lost. Hello? Oh, hello. Are you Donner and Blitzen? I've been around the reindeer enough to know you two. Hello, Donner. Wait a second. There's something strange about you, other than you're not greeting me like humans greet one another, or elves, the social, you look strange, the two of you. And I feel strange. I've just found myself, Blitzen, are you made from wood? Are you carved from wood, or you reindeer? Why aren't you speaking? Do you mind if I touch you, Blitzen? Yes, you would. I remember you as a reindeer. This is strange. Is everything okay? What is it, Donna? Donna, you're made from metal. Oh, goodness. Maybe this is a dream. You want me to follow you? Well, could I ride on one of your backs? I prefer the wood one because the metal's going to be quite cold. Sorry about that, Donna. Thank you, Blitzen. Blitzen, Donna's running ahead. Where are we going? What's that? There's a stomping noise. What's that? Where are we going, Blitzen? Why are you wood? Is this a dream? Blitzen, please tell me if this is a dream. Oh, I hear. It sounds like the elves. They're chanting. What are they chanting? Oh, hello, elves. What are you chanting? I can't quite make it out. It's like muffled somewhere. Little Sandy, little Andy. Are you chanting little Andy, little Andy? Oh, that was what Fiona Fireside was talking about. That's a metaphor, I think, elves. Oh, look at the northern lights rising up there. Oh, we're in a circle. Thank you. There's a fire there, Blitzen. I'll get off and... Now I have a chill, but it's not from the cold air. It's from the chanting of these elves. Oh, but, why? What's that? Again, there's the crashing. It feels like a thumping. Wait, the elves are changing the Little Andy waits. Little Andy waits. Should I chant with you, elves? Little Andy waits. Little Andy waits for what? Is little Andy coming? It feels like, are those little Andy's footsteps? Is little Andy coming Oh, dear, is the little handy coming to taste? This must be a dream. I must wake up at the thumping. Oh, no, I can't wait. Oh, I'm made of plastic now. What is happening? Okay, Reverend Moulding, this is a dream. Tell yourself, but I still hear that thumping. Yes, Reverend Moulding, it is a dream. But now, you're awake. Yes, I'm awake. I don't know what that other voice was, but there's still thumping downstairs. Or outside. Oh, it's a storm. Oh, no, but that must be the gate for the sheep. Oh, quickly, I'll run downstairs here, running down my stairs. Grab my stocking cap, my robe and my slippers. I'm going to find myself right back in the dream. But that's the gate for my sheep. Oh dear, it's quite the wind out here. I went to bed so early, I wasn't feeling well. It's, feels late, but it's not quite late yet. Not quite midnight. Oh no, my sheep have gotten out of the pen. The gate must have blown open in this storm. It's just starting to pick up. I better go inside and put on my boots and find my sheep. I'll go back inside and get dressed and head out before the storm really hits. Yes, Reverend Moulding, Jack Frost here. You should go catch your sheep, a tender of sheep, a reverend who has an actual flock of sheep. All the elves have a good laugh at that, as we still don't know why you're called Reverend Moulding. But yes, it looks like a storm is brewing, or has already been brewed, and is spilling out across the North Pole, Reverend Moulding. But it hasn't come yet. You'll be able to find your sheep. You won't be like Little Bo Peep, because we can see the prints in the snow. But what did that dream mean, Reverend Moulding? What did that dream say? Was it the... Oh, wait, there's more going on here at the North Pole. Look, here at the Jangle House. It's a game night. I can hear laughter and cheer coming even out the windows, even with the coming storm and the missing sheep of Reverend Moulding. Oh, look inside the window. There's Fiona and Ginny and Rolfine drinking and laughing and snacking. And what are they saying? Are you having a disagreement? The rules clearly state that there's no sounds allowed. I'm sorry, so I have to rule that. I'm sorry, Rolfine. I'm very sorry, but I have to rule that was an illegal maneuver, and I have to give the points to Ginny because you can't make any sounds. It's not fair. Oh, Fiona. Oh, I can't believe you. Oh, that was funny though. Did you get that sound? Everybody got it because I couldn't help but make it because it's like it sounds like, and I said a horn sounds just like that. Well, I'm glad I won. It looks like I'm getting ahead at this game. But yes, thank you, Fiona, for sticking to the rules. Rules are important. We should pick up. I think we could declare it a victory for Ginny. Because, I don't like to win by rules. I mean, Mr. Ginny, oh, my beloved, he was a stickler for the rules. He was always going by the rules and tradition and then being, having to be a contrarian at the same time. It was always so frustrating playing with games with him. I mean, I remember when we had our partnership celebration and the two of us came together. He researched all of the traditions all the way back into the furthest Elven archives and got out to other Elven communities and tried to look at other partnership celebrations and the traditions within the North Pole region and comparing all of it and saying, oh, Ginny, look at this beautiful, this is the meaning behind this. And this is why this must be done this way. These are why these rules are here. These are the traditions behind them, and even the story behind those traditions. And he would talk about it, and he would plan, And he would get into all the details, and I'd say, well, I would prefer not to wear he said, why would I wear sappy branches? I don't prefer to wear a headpiece of sappy branches. It's not, and he said, well, and we would debate these little things and all these traditions that he held so dear because he was researching it and getting into it. But then when it came time to talk about the celebrant, he did not want Santa to be our celebrant for our partnership ceremony. And I said, well, tell me a ceremony that, I said, what about Mrs. Claus then? Because I said, tell me a ceremony, a traditional ceremony that doesn't have Santa. And I said, well, we're more progressive now. And Mrs. Claus, and he said, yeah, that's no choice. And I said, but it's a tradition. And the reason it is a tradition, when we went into the history of the Clauses and all of those things, and he would not, I said, okay, so you want me to wear a sappy branch because it links to the power of the tale of the thirsty earth or whatever, but we can't have a Claus. I said, what about Edgar Claus? And he said, who's Edgar Claus? I said, Santa's brother, and I joked. I said, there's no Edgar Claus. And he went on about royalty, and I said, it was exhausting. He said, what are they, queen and king? And, that's why things have been so hard lately with, you both know that he's involved with the resistance somehow because of this need to hold on to the traditions almost too tightly that I've lost him. He became so attached to the minutiae and to being both for and against. I don't even understand it myself. I find it all, if I wasn't directly affected, I would find it amusing, but Oh, Jenny, I'm so sorry. Well, it's not here. No, thank you for saying that. It's just that now it's everything that I hold dear seems to be being threatened. And I still love him greatly, so it's a confusing thing. But what's that noise? It sounds like someone's at the door. Oh, it's Blitzen. Blitzen, come on in. Hello, everybody. Blitz, it's a good, Rolfine, Jenny, Fiona, hi. Just been out on the town, celebrate. I'm full of holiday spirit, sorry. Oh, Blitzen, have you had a little bit of eggnog or something? Yeah, we were having a great time. I was singing, we were doing some karaoke. We did some Halloween karaoke and then some joyful holiday tunes. How's the game night going? What did, Rolfine, did you win? No, I didn't, Blitzen. Oh, bummer. Yeah, so I'm having a great night. I was, then we had, I was down at the empty nose, and it was a good time. There's a storm coming in, though. Really, I don't know if it's can you feel the house? It's almost vibrating a little bit. Really coming in fast. I don't know if maybe you should all stay here because I think I got to go to bed though. But if I was, there's 1, 2, 3 of you. Well, Jenny, you live here. And I kind of live here, though. I would like to move back, but Jenny's keeping an eye on me, keeping me close. And, I appreciate it so much, Jenny. And just, well, it's okay. It's okay, Blitzen. You've had a little bit to drink. Why don't you, and could you do me a huge favor? Rolfine and I will clean up. Fiona, Rolfine, I'd prefer it if you stay here. If Blitzen, if you could help Fiona get the guest room ready for Rolfine and Fiona, and just make sure the bed is made, and help her turn it down, and then get ready for bed. And Rolfine and I will clean up down here. How's that sound, everybody? This house, come on, Fiona, let's get this bed made. Now, Ginny and Rolfine, you're cleaning up the game night, but your thoughts, they don't seem to want to go away. There's some thoughts, you can't just, soak away with, dish soap, is there? Oh, I'm sorry about getting so emotional, Rolfine. Can you pass me those glasses? I'll do those, and I'm going to soak those, actually. Red wine and, thank you. Well, Ginny, it's okay. I mean, I understand that it's a confusing time up here, and I think everyone's having second thoughts or first thoughts or third thoughts, I mean, I've been having second thoughts about Blitzen and Donner and the whole idea of the reindeer and the workloads, but it's been more second thoughts about the whole thing, It's like, are we being called to understand Christmas magic more? Is Christmas magic waning? I mean, the whole plastics thing, I can't imagine with what you're going through. And it's true what you say. It's like things are changing here in a place where maybe we thought they'd never change, or maybe that was just a way we were brought up to believe with our kid-like minds. But now it's like, I don't even get it. In all these decisions got to get made, and I'm supposed to make the decisions around the reindeer, but I still have second thoughts, and I have second thoughts about my second thoughts. And oh, well, Rolfine, I understand what you're saying perfectly. It makes perfect sense. You have a very important job, and a job that you care about, and you care about the reindeer, and you care about doing your job well, and I don't think those things, I don't understand it either. It's like they're independent and interdependent at the same time, and we've learned that the way we've done things for a long time isn't going to keep working, and there doesn't seem to be a clear path forward. And yeah, even I guess I always thought Santa and Mrs. Claus had all the answers, and they made all the decisions. And anything that was hard, you'd go in and you could talk to one of the Clauses, and they would have a hearty laugh and put it all in perspective and give you candy cane and send you on your way. I mean, isn't that what we signed up for? We were younger then, I guess. I was younger. You're still, Rolfine, you still have your whole career in front of you. And I think you got to decide, too, if this is what you want to be doing. Maybe is that part of your second thoughts about your job? Wow, Ginny, I never thought about it that way, really. I mean, I've risen through the rank of reindeer trainer, and I mean, I remember my first job was just watching the right field boundaries for different reindeer games. And then I moved up and I learned new things. And then, as the North Pole has become more integrated with the teachings from the rest of the world, like learning about the biomechanics of reindeer, and then doing my thesis on wild reindeer and learning about the dynamics of flight and magic, what you can understand about all that. I guess I always thought I'd just be in the reindeer business forever, but I don't know. Do you think I'm too, I mean, is that the second thought? Like I'm too close to my job. I care about the reindeer too much, but at the same time, I don't care about Christmas or presents any less. And I'm just worried, about what other people would say. Like, what would they say about Rolfine? Well, Ginny, I mean, it's got to be hard for you with this plastics thing. I didn't even see how similar what we're dealing with is, but it kind of, oh, yes, Rolfine, I guess we're two peas in a pod, huh? it was really windy out there, really blowing. But yes, it's so confusing. At least, and I don't mean to say this in a way, I'm so glad, I guess is what I mean, that you have Fiona. And I know you and Fiona probably talk about these things, but maybe that's good why we have friends too. Like maybe Fiona's there for you to rest in her arms and to get away from all this, and maybe I'm here for you to talk it out with. And I'm glad you can have both. And I don't even know, maybe I'm just projecting, Rolfine, or maybe I'm just a little bit lonely, and you have to hear the brunt of it. But I'm not telling you to appreciate Fiona anymore. Or saying, do you know what I mean? I'm fumbling over my words here because I'm scrubbing this cake is caked on this pan. No, Ginny, I understand. I love Fiona so much, and you're right. We do talk about a lot of this stuff, but sometimes we talk about it in a rules way, like kind of like the game, and in a puzzle way. And then I need a break, and I guess there's a different kind of listening, and it's kind of like maybe we're two peas in a pod for a reason. I just wish we knew the reason and it wasn't full of second thoughts and third thoughts of like, okay, well, why can't we have unlimited rain? What is this? So, what is this power source? I just wish, I guess that myth was true, that someone had all the answers and they could just, I guess I just want to be a baby elf sometimes. Well, you could be a baby elf with me. Would you like a candy cane, Rolfine? They're up there in the cupboard there. Go ahead. I won't tell anyone. You don't even need to brush your teeth. Get one for me, too. Yes, so you know what? We'll leave the rest of the dishes, too. We're going to be children and as childish as we wish. We're going to have candy, and then we're going to go to bed. And tomorrow we'll see how it feels. Maybe we do need to be more kid-like and say, hey, it's tough. Yes, we all want all the answers, and we want it to be clear and not so, just really blowing out there. We should shut down for the night, and, you should go check on, wait a second, I'm hearing a swishing. I wonder if that's those two upstairs joking around. And upstairs, Fiona, you're making the bed, and Blitzen's being a little bit helpful, but it can be confusing when someone's acting full of cheer, but you can feel it right below the surface, tugging at both of you. There's songs about it, The Tears of a Clown, and many others, Fiona. But maybe your job's not to suss it out. Maybe your job's just to keep the cheer going. So that Blitzen can get a good night's sleep, or is it to just make the bed and to talk to your friend? It can be so confusing sometimes. Right, Fiona? Oh, right. I mean, Blitzen, get out of the bed. It's we're making the bed and not getting it. This is a bed Rolfine and I are staying at. I'm sure you could go off to your room. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Fiona. I'm just confused, Blitzen. Always confused, Blitzen. Blitzen is slow on the uptake. They say, I'm getting out of bed there. I wish I had a mitt to turn down the pillows for you two. Oh, Fiona, you're such a good friend, and you and Rolfine, and Jenny's kind of like a bossy friend that, kind of like a mother for a friend. That's also your mother. That's also your boss. And, does Rolfine ever talk about me when you, I know I'm not supposed to ask this to Fiona, but, I'm going to sit in this chair here. Does Rolfine ever talk about me at home? You don't have to tell me, but you could. Oh, Blitzen. I can't, I can't talk about what Rolfine and I talk about. I'm I'm there for her to listen to her, and that's not anything against you. And you know Rolfine cares about you deeply and the whole team. I mean, she's been involved with all of you for almost her entire life. And she loves the job. And she takes it very seriously, and it's not easy for her, you know. But I can't, I don't even know what I'd tell you. I really don't know anything about reindeer teams except what I read on the news. I guess because I don't report that stuff because it's kind of like a conflict, just kind of like this. I'm your friend. And yeah, Rolfine's your friend and your boss. But as your friend, I can tell you that we know you've been through a lot these past few months, Blitzen. And we care about you. And Ginny cares about you, too. And not in some way, shoulds or woulds or coulds, in a way that's right here, right now. Like, did you have fun tonight? Or what was, or is there something else on your mind? Or is there something you want to know? You want me to confirm? I don't know. I want to be here for you, but I also need to respect my relationship with my wife. Well, Fiona, I'm just confused is all. I mean, I'm not kidding when I say that. Yeah, I mean, I had to go out tonight and blow off some steam. It's just been hard because I don't know. Am I down too, you know? When people talk about feeling down, do I need to get back to work or do I need to take more time off? Will being back at work make me feel better? Or am I just pushing it? Or is it time for me to move on? And it's confusing for me, and it's confusing time here in the North Pole with all these changes and everybody really being on edge and saying, no, that's not, I don't know, Fiona, I never told anybody this, and I hope because you just showed me how strong your boundaries are, that you won't listen to this as a reporter, that you won't listen to this as anything but my friend. But I was out one night walking and thinking, and I was hoping that the northern lights would appear and I'd be out on the edge of the woods. There's this like meadow, and there's like all these night rabbits that come out there. And it's the one place where I really feel okay. I mean, a little cold. It's a little cold out there, even for me. But I like to go out there and I like to stand at the edge of the meadow, and the pine trees are rising above it and a couple of the hills and some craggy rocks. And then right at the edge of the sky, you know, sometimes the northern lights will go up, and I don't know, it's nice to look at, but it gives me a reason to be out there alone, looking at the sky. Really, I'm there to kind of watch the night rabbits and listen to them moving around and be alone and at peace, away from my thoughts, away from it kind of being like, what am I going to do? What does it mean to be a reindeer? What does it mean? What is this whole, you know? I mean, I get the Christmas spirit. I have it. But the rest of this stuff, it doesn't, and things with me and Donner and the rest of the team, it's like, I just don't understand it, any of it. And when I'm out there, none of that matters. Whether the northern lights are there, it doesn't matter, but I usually stay for less time because I'm always thinking if somebody came up on me and saw me and they'd say, what are you doing, looking at night rabbits? But if you say you're looking at the northern lights, they don't ask any questions. They say, oh, cool. But, you know, really, I just want to be out there. But that wasn't what I was going to tell you, Fiona. I'm sorry you started to talk, but I was walking back, and, you know, the meadow's on the edge of the Colossus Ranch, and I guess I was kind of curious, you know, like everybody is, to peek in on Santa, you know, kind of off season, off duty, and the window was open, and I was listening in. and Santa and Mrs. Claus were talking, and I don't know what they were talking about, but I know I heard, I don't understand it either. I don't even know what to do. And I'm at my wit's end. I heard Santa say that I'm at my wit's end. And it was like they were disagreeing with each other about something like they couldn't figure out too. And Mrs. Goss was like, well, I just wish you're supposed to just trust your gut. And Santa said, I don't know what my gut says. So, it's like, I'm not supposed to see that side of the Colossus, and it just kind of let all of this sink in, like this myth I had in my mind, and that somebody had all the answers, that had the Christmas magic that could just say, boom, there's a toy. When you start to realize, no, there's resources by, this whole transfer of resources, and oh, well, is this like the future, or is this something, do we know it? Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry for sharing that, Fiona. I don't know if that, this Reverend Molding, right? That interview with him was pretty good. Well, thanks, Blitzen. Thanks for sharing that with me. And as your friend, I didn't hear it as a reporter. But I can tell you that as a reporter at Alpha One News, Fiona Fireside reporting here with my friend. I'm just kidding. It's actually like muscle memory. Everyone thinks I have the answers. Sure, I have all the insights, and I've heard rumors, like similar to what you're telling me. And, elves and humans, nobody has all the answers, Blitzen. Reindeer, none of us know what we're doing, really. We're just doing our best, and sometimes I guess maybe there can get to be a sense of somewhere that not everybody's, I don't know. You're right, it's confusing. Like you said at the beginning, confused and confusing. But I don't know everything, and everybody acts like my life is, oh, you're on the news, Fiona. Oh, you and Rolfine are so close. Oh, you should be so happy. And you talk about the times when you're at the field looking at the night rabbits, and, sometimes I think I'm not allowed to have times like that because I have a good relationship, because I have a good job. I'm just supposed to feel great all the time and have I'm supposed to know everything. I'm supposed to know how to help Rolfine solve things at work, or I'm supposed to know the right thing to say to Ginny to make her feel better, or I'm supposed to know how to help you, or maybe we could break a report on something that would help Santa and Mrs. Claus, but I don't have all the answers. And it's like these limits we're coming up against all at once up here for some reason. And what does it mean to be limited? I don't know. It's not easy, you're right. And you know what? I'm really glad I have friends like you, Blitzen, because I know I'm not perfect. And I'm not perfect, if that's what you're going to say, Fiona. You're right, though. I'm glad I have a friend like you, too. And what is that? There's a bunch of banging downstairs. Oh, boy. Do you hear that? What is that? It sounds like somebody's, is that Mr. Jangle? Or so I hear another voice downstairs. Oh, let's go downstairs and find out. That's right. You better go downstairs and find out, Fiona and Blitzen. Because down there, there's some noise, and it's, a guest seeking shelter from the storm. The noise down there, dear Fiona and dear Blitzen, is the arrival of one Reverend Molding. But Reverend Molding's not alone. Reverend Molding has a flock with them. Oh, Reverend Molding, come on in. What have you, You come in. It is storming out there. That storm is really blowing. What are you doing out there? Oh, thank you, Jenny. Thank you. It's quite a storm. Listen, I need a huge favor. Yeah, I'm outside. What's that noise out there? It sounds like, what is it? Is that buying? Yes, it's my sheep. They're buying. I know this is there any way I could bring the sheep inside? I know I hate to do this to your home, Jenny, and I know, this is totally, could you please bring my sheep in too? They're stuck outside and I just got them all together. Oh, yes, Reverend Molding, send your sheep in. Come on in. Oh, look at these beautiful sheep covered in snow. A little bit of hello. 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep, 4, 5 sheep, 7 sheep. How many more? 12. Okay, 32, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, 13. Okay, that is it. Reverend Molding. I had heard you keep sheep, and we all have a laugh at it. A reverend with a flock of sheep is so hilarious. But not necessarily literal sheep. But you'll have to teach us all their names, and don't worry that they're tracking mud and water, and it's fine. Come in, sit down, Reverend Molding. Sit down. Sheep, I guess do as you wish. Blitzen, why don't you bring the sheep into the living room where there could be the fireplaces on there, and we were going to redo that carpet anyway, so let them in there. Reverend Molding, is that fine? The sheep could sleep on the carpet in the living room. It's very warm in there. And I'd love for you to be our guest. It's no storm to be outside tonight. You could tell us all about it. It seems like it came out of nowhere. Reverend Molding, if you want to sleep with your sheep, you could have the couch. Otherwise, we could figure out arrangements. We were all staying here tonight. Are you all right? Thank you, Rolfine. Yes, Reverend. Here, have some hot cocoa. Beautiful sheep. They are. Oh, you have a curious look on your face. Are you curious, the sheep? Reverend Molding, what's the look on your face? Are you still worried about your sheep? You seem, yeah, it's a storm, Ginny. It's not like anything. There's something strange going on out there. I had this dream, so maybe my judgment's off. Blitzen, you were in it. You were made of wood. And I don't know if that has me off tonight. I'm sorry. That's why my look seems so distant, but there's something seriously not right about the storm. But the storm itself was strange to begin with. It came up quick, but I don't know. My gut was off. And then as it got thicker and thicker, I started to sense that not all the snow was cold. And if you look in the back of my hood here, look at this. This is shredded plastic. It's not snow at all. But there is snow. You can see the water everywhere from me and the sheep. This is the plastic in the plastics warehouse. So something strange is... Oh, dear. Rolfine, you're the only one with clearance to know this. But at this point, the storm itself is a result of the North Pole. It sounds like your gut was right, and it does seem that it could be the North Pole defense system. We do have weather-making technology, and that'll be part of your NDA that you signed anyway, Reverend Molding. And that could cause a storm like this, and that would only be in a situation, to obscure observation or something else. Some other event could have triggered it. But the plastic, there's plastic in the air out there. Let me open oh my goodness, like the snow and plastic mixed together, and it looks like even thicker snow. Fiona, is your phone working? You in touch with anyone? Yeah, it's, right now, everybody have a seat. It is the defense system, and there's something else happening. It seems like the rebels, the resistance, has gotten into both the wood, the metal, and the plastic storage warehouses, and something's happening. But basically, it's just a storm. I think no one knows. They say it's just a really bad storm. But Reverend Molding, well, my dream, there was a giant Andy coming. Is that part of what's happening? I don't know. Maybe I'm just, my sheep are buying too. And as your sheep are, Reverend Molding, and as you check your phone, Fiona, and Rolfine, and Ginny as you rack your brains, and Blitzen as you nod off, we all wonder what's happening here at the North Pole, what's going on as the wind blows the snow and plastic around. But you're all here together, and you're all here to help one another, and you're all snuggled in a warm place full of nice fuzzy sheep. So maybe the answers will come in the morning after a good night's rest. And, you seem to be listening to me and nodding and saying, okay, well, the storm's too thick, so let's all go to bed and get a good night's sleep. Ginny really is a leader, sending you off to bed. Nice job, Ginny. And Jack Frost is nipping at everyone's nose that's outside right now, but also nipping at your toes to tell you, hey, go to sleep, sweetie poos. Good night. Hey, everybody, this is Scoots. We're having a sale on gift subscriptions to Sleep With Me. So if you want to have someone give you the gift to Sleep With Me, they could save 20% off whichever package they buy. 20% off if they go to sleepwithmepodcast.com/gift. So say, yeah, give me the gift to Sleep With Me, or I'm going to give it to myself. It's changed my life, and I'd love to check out the ad-free episodes, the story-only episodes. I'd love to be a Boar friend or a Boar bestie, get those all-night and all-intro episodes. Tell them, or go there yourself, sleepwithmepodcast.com/gift, and get a great discount. If this show's changed your life, what could be a better gift than it being around for you next year and having access to all that sweet, sweet bonus content? Thanks and good night.